Well, could happen from the side of Ruin Kings, perhaps just with the hook from the Nautilus and the passive additional crowd control. It could lock down one of these targets.
And we do love some level 1 brawling here in the UNL. But hopefully we're going to get an exciting game above anything else. And it is actually a cull start for MDiv in the top lane.
Yeah, it absolutely makes sense. You're playing against a tank. You're basically not under threat when it comes to the 1v1. You're not going to die to him outright unless you make something like a
and
really
we are going to see a level 1 here. Vilestorm needs to be very, very careful, as he's going to get 5 members of Ruin Kings coming for him. The dredge line flashed away by the Gragas, but already that is a small win in the favor of Ruin Kings, burning the flash off of the Gosport God support.
Yeah, it has to flash, and I think this pretty much guarantees that the Ruin Kings bot lane won't get much pressure from the other side unless Duke or Jamming actually decides to show himself in that bot lane. And he's starting from red side, pathing towards top, so the first gank is not going to be there.
Both junglers pathing towards top, as we do see Luke Caruana starting on his blue. Now, I'm not too well versed in jungle clears, but is there ever a world where the Lee Sin pulls off a level 2 gank bot lane?
I guess it could happen, technically, but I don't think it's worth it at all.
No, that's fair enough.
I think in this case, you just want to secure these 4 camps, and then
Luke Caruana looking to be going for a full clear of his bot side before going into his top side jungle. Juka Jamming only taking the red buff.
Yeah, the Raptors would take a long time to clear. He's actually going for straight blue buff. Actually just going to take blue and Gromp, it seems, and then try to look for something, but...
Does the 3 camp clear still gives you level 2, doesn't it? Body slam away from the dredge line there.
I think it's been changed recently. I think going for blue and Gromp after red now gives you level 3 just barely. I might be not quite certain on that one.
But in the same time it's taken Juka Jamming to clear those camps, Luke Caruana's already finished the clear. And he's now active on the map looking for a potential invade maybe into this top side.
Both junglers with level 3 and they just passed each other.
Ships in the night from the 2 junglers. Luke Caruana looking for an invade onto the Gromp. It's not there. He knows Juka Jamming must be close in the area. Vince stepping up way too far forward on this Draven, and Juka Jamming is now in to look. The Sonic Wave going to connect with the Resonating Strike. InfoWars Disciple going to pick up first blood on this Kiana and double buffs. Can Luke Caruana answer back though onto Juka Jamming? Not double buff, sorry. He didn't kill the jungler. He only killed the mid laner. Luke Caruana, what are you doing on this lease?
Kiana
InfoWars misses the Q, but Juka Jamming, the Cocoon goes wide, and it's 2 for Gosport Gods in the early game.
Oh, what an absolute disaster for
What did I just watch?
First off, Vince does not respect the positioning of the jungler. Like, Luke Caruana spotted he spotted the lack of Gromp. Basically, they knew that Lee Sin was on top side, about to potentially gank a lane, and yeah, as the Burn Flash still dies. Then Luke Caruana, I think, also just a mechanical misplay. And
yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
could argue it's a mechanical misplay from InfoWars as well, missing that Q, which nearly resulted in his jungler's death. InfoWars now going forward on to Vince, and Juka Jamming back in the mid lane. Trying to sidestep with those spinning axes, with that adrenaline rush. And Vince just going to find one. Not going to be able to find a second. Is going to fall to the Lee Sin. But it's something back for the Draven at least. This Kiana not allowed to get any farm. 9 CS at 5 minutes for the Kiana.
This is something that we see quite often from Vince when he plays these really aggressive mid lane champions. Doesn't matter where the jungler is. No. It really doesn't matter. He's just going to continue to take these trades, no matter what the situation is, and this time he gets punished.
And remember, Ruin Kings are locked into playoffs, so whatever happens here, they are not at risk as Luke Caruana is going to get jumped on by Juki jamming. Slimy
man on
Salad roaming
Elise.
down from the top lane in the air. The Elise out of mana. The Repel going to come up, going straight back down, and Luke Caruana going to just fall to the Lee Sin. There was talk in Season 3 of Luke Caruana being very much a coin flip player. The coin is definitely hitting tails this game. JJ Robinson, the Dark Matter, going to fall on to Feb, getting chunked out. And it's just... I mean, I'm surprised by what's transpired in the opening 5 minutes of this game. A lot of action, a killer minute so far. And this is one very, very fed Lee Sin.
Yeah, it's certainly certainly the start Gosport gods were looking for this game. And also, obviously, we didn't expect them to pull ahead with such an early game lead. But yeah, we'll see what they can do.
It is a gigantic farm lead mid, though.
Yeah, mid lane is still looking rough. Obviously, that one kill from the Kiana with the assistance of Elise doesn't really change anything. The pressure continues to be exerted by the Draven.
Yeah, Juki jamming looking for a bot lane play potentially here, trying to sneak into this lane.
He's really waiting a long time to
And he is going to go now. The cage going to come down from the Veigar, but Captain Fast is getting absolutely blown up. Valstorm going to pick that one up, and there's no chance for a response from Luke Caruana. This is an early game clinic here from Juki jamming on this Lee Sin.
Yeah, finding the right gangs all the time, especially mid lane, and it's really paying off. But if
Valstorm trying to find Feb here, body slams forward, but just going to get zapped in the face as the Jinx wanders away.
Yeah, if UNL Season 4 has taught me anything, it's that Brewing Kings, sometimes things don't go their way until they eventually do.
Oh, Luke Caruana might be caught here between a rock and a hard place, between a blind man and a little assassin. Can Vince turn this around, though? Finds the shutdown on to the Lee Sin, and there's no mana on this Kiana, so he can keep walking forward. Luke Caruana somehow escaping the repel over the wall on to the Raptors, going to get him out of there. And that's the kind of play that Ruined Kings need to be making. Get the shutdown, get the adoration cash in on this Draven. Let him snowball and make this Kiana's life hell.
Just like that, Draven is back in the driver's seat.
Yep.
All he needed was one shutdown, and he gets plates on top of it. Vince, or Hans, he just refuses to play passive. He will play aggressive, and Luke Caruana is more than happy to assist him with whatever he's doing at the time. This time, it was just a 1v2. It actually began with his jungler getting caught out.
Yeah, Luke Caruana baiting out all of the cooldowns so that Vince can just run forward and right-click people.
Yep. All planned.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely. Calculated. Top lane, though. MDib and Slimy Salad a lot closer currently the CS battle than I probably expected it to be. Oh, Feb caught up by the Veigar. Going to get stunned up and chunked out. Valstorm doesn't quite have the explosive cask available, so cannot knock Feb back in for that primordial burst, which also is not available. Does just become so now, though. So Feb on that Jinx going to have to be very, very careful.
Oh, that's
instantly looking to be aggressive. The explosive cast goes wide, though. Feb getting stunned up by the cage, and the Dark Matter going to connect. Oh, it's a primordial burst comes through, and JJ Robinson going to find the kill onto Feb. One going to drop. The Veigar, who has been pretty far behind in this lane up until this point, finding the first kill between the AD carries. And yeah, it's exactly how you'd want to get things going down in this bot lane.
Yeah, didn't quite go according to plan 100%, but the intent was correct from Gosport gods, and they get this kill on the immobile Jinx, who didn't have flash at the time.
Captain Fast going to get caged in. Not really going to look to do anything with it, though, for Gosport gods.
Junglers are about to meet.
And Luke Caruana knows that Juka Jamming's there. The cocoon over the wall. Repel going to take him over and onto this Lee Sin, and Juka Jamming chunked out. The Supreme Display of Talent goes the wrong way. What are you aiming at, IWD? He gets himself out, but his jungler going to lose his life. Another kill onto this Draven. And Vince is really starting to power up.
The beginning looked so promising for
I know.
Gosport gods. They caught him out twice, but he just keeps getting away with it. This guy just keeps picking Draven, and he keeps winning.
Yeah. So
one simple trick: learn how he cheated all the doctors.
But
Like,
wait,
what's going on here?
all you need to remember though, Dabis, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. The Draven mid clearly is not broken for Ruined Kings.
Really
so what's the point of picking actual mid lane champions? Dragon picked up by Luke Caruana as Juka Jamming tries to look again onto this Draven. Not going to find anything, so he's going to go for the Rift Herald instead. And oh wow, okay, so it is actually an AP Kennen. I wasn't sure with the Cull start if this was going to be more of that AD split push style Kennen from MDib.
Yeah, even with the AP Kennen, I feel like Cull is still the correct choice just because
Probably.
Just because you can get away with it, and that extra income from the Cull just allows you to get to your big power spikes even faster.
Yeah, it's definitely not a bad choice at all. But this has been a really weird game of League of Legends so far. Oh, depth charge going to go down onto JJ Robinson. TP coming through from the Kennen, and the dredge line going to connect, pulling him out of the zap though. Flash forward into the slicing maelstrom, going to get the double stun. Feb finding the kill with the super mega death rocket. Can Valstorm get out? Looks like the body slam is just about enough to carry him to safety. Nice teleport play though there from MDib. Could look for some turret plates down in this bot lane. Meanwhile, in the top side, Rift Herald going to get popped for the Gosport gods, going to allow them to answer back. But look at this Draven in the mid lane. He's got his Gale Force. We're 11 minutes in, and he's taking that tower. Yeah, and Luke Caruana is there, the personal bodyguard. Yep, making sure that Draven doesn't die again. But it is first turret. It is first turret for Gosport gods. The Rift Herald going to help them secure that one, but mid turret is going to be the answer for Ruined Kings. Definitely the more valuable of the two going over towards the Ruined Kings. I know I would prefer a mid lane turret to a top lane one. MDib going to clear out this Rift Herald now, and we're going to see another play onto the Draven. But look at the damage! Look at how low the Lee Sin's chunked out, and Luke Caruana's going to walk in for the kill. The Supreme Spirit Talent goes wide. Cocoon connects from downtown, and there's a double kill for the Elise. Kiana just completely whiffs the ultimate again, and like, the Draven should have died, but he's not dead. We're seeing a dead man walking right now. Hans just keeps getting away with stuff that he shouldn't get away with. But this is just Ruined Kings. You forget 100%. To mention, it's not Hans. It's Warring States this game. He is unleashed. He's under a different moniker. Yeah. It is Warring States. He is unleashed upon UNL. Other teams beware. The Draven prodigy is here. Some say he trained with Tyler 1. Luckily for other teams, this is the last game that we're going to see for Warring a while. States terrorize other mid laners with his picks. Yeah, last game until playoffs anyway. Thankfully. Yeah, thank God. Because Lord knows, like, one more game of this and we might see some human rights violations. This is not okay. Quick, someone call the United Nations. Oh wait, we're already here. Yeah, we're not really doing a good job. No, definitely not. Maybe someone needs to have a look at that. Ornn rotating into mid now with that completed Sun via Aegis. Maybe he can stand up to the power of this Draven. I really wanted Vince to get to auto attack him and crit for 200 damage there, just to be like, oh wait, never mind. But unfortunately, that one didn't quite come to fruition. Ornn is almost full build. Have they caught out the Draven? Here comes the Forge God is called, and the knockup going to connect, chunking the Draven to about 50%. But there's going to be no further action as his personal bodyguard, Luke Caruana, is in the area. Yeah, for my money, he's doing exactly what he should be doing, because the Draven is just pulling so many champions on his own. He's trying to deal with them. And there's the crit, 223 damage from that Draven spinning axe. So I don't even think this Ornn can really stand up in this mid lane against the just raw damage that Warring States can chuck out here.
Yeah, we'll see what the next item is for Draven. It's probably going to be the Bloodthirster, I assume.
You would imagine so, yeah. And meanwhile, it's now a 1,500 gold lead for Ruin Kings as Luke Caruana is getting caught with the knock-up. Sonic Wave, Resonating Strike, going to come through. Juka Jamming is going to fall down to the Draven, and Feb is now in the fight with MDib, and Captain Fast is going to continue. Draven running forward. The Whirling Death not going to quite pick up Salami Salad, but the Spinning Axe will find the kill. InfoWars Disciple now in trouble. Going to run away in the Kiana Shroud into the bush, trying to jump away, trying to kite, trying to run, hiding, going to get knocked to the side, stand aside, and fall to the side. 3 more for the Draven in the team fight. And he's becoming just a monster. I don't know what else there is to say about it.
Yeah, there's nothing else to add, really. Like, this is just a Draven show, and
Captain
we're all living in it.
It's Vince's world. We all have the pleasure of living. I don't even know if you can call it the pleasure of living in it, but you know, level 12 already on this Draven at 16 minutes. This is just unethical.
Yeah, took the inner tower mid lane by himself. Yeah. Now he's moving to.
No, he wasn't with him. He wasn't with himself. He had his Elise with him. Don't worry. He hasn't been abandoned just yet. JJ Robinson, how are you going to get out of this one? But he's going to find the kill of Luke Caruana with the Primordial Burst. But that's going to be all she wrote for the Veigar. Draven now 7-2. And I am scared for Gosport Gods to see what he picks up when he next goes back to base.
Yeah.
Because he hasn't been back. It feels like he hasn't been back to base for a while.
He has like the equivalent of like 300 Bitcoins right now. He can buy whatever he wants. You can buy the entire shop. Oh, it's
okay.
Stormrazor
and another BF sword. So he just bought a Stormrazor outright.
Yeah, as much AD as possible.
Yeah, this Draven hurts. He doesn't
Not
care.
Even lifesteal.
He doesn't care that the Ornn has ninja tabbies.
Disrespect.
Yeah, we've probably got Legend Bloodline.
Yeah, it's going to be Infinity Edge third as well.
Yep, it is.
If that crit lands on a squishy, they might just almost die from one auto attack.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit unethical with all of the damage that's going to be coming out of this Raven. I want to see what he can do to the Ornn with a crit. Because he was critting for 230 before. I wonder what it would be now. 720 there on a minion. Rift Herald going to be started up and knocked down, though, by Ruined Kings. Captain Fast going to get locked in the cage. But there's nothing doing for the Veigar. InfoWars going to answer back with a turret in the bot lane. Oh, Salami Salad. Oh, he's caught out. The Draven is wailing, and look at the damage. Even on just a tank, he could shred through the HP bar that fast.
Yeah, even the mighty tank with the Ninja Tabi Power Spike and Bramble Vest.
Ninja Tabi, Sunfire Aegis, Essential Oils, and this Rift Herald is going to crack through this inhibitor turret.
Taking the inhibitor.
Inhibitor at 18.5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen.
No,
and he's Gale forcing forward onto the Lee Sin. Gonna get knocked up by the Body Slam. Explosive cast, Vile Storm. He's not trapped in here with you, man. You're stuck with him. The Whirling Death gonna go out towards Juka Jamming, and that's gonna be another one for the Draven. This is something else.
I mean,
and all of a sudden, a game that looked so good.
Don't tell me this is the end of the game.
Oh my god, it might be.
Pre-20
Captain
minutes.
Fast going to go down pre-20 minutes. 19 minutes and 5 seconds. I believe the fastest game in UNL this season.